Today I'm tearing down and rebuilding one of my favorite SCX24 builds, the Little Guy Racing Parts Comp Chassis build. The guys over at LGRP have released V2 of the Comp Chassis, and that's what we've got here today. I'm gonna build this new chassis, transfer some stuff over. I'm also gonna add some new components from Little Guy Racing Parts, including their brand new V2 Super 8 axles. I've done a detailed step-by-step build along of this chassis kit in prior videos, and I will link that in the description down below. So in this video, I'm gonna focus primarily on the differences between the V1 and the V2, and then we're gonna go run it and try it out. Okay, with these two chassis built side by side, now we can take a look at some of the key differences here. They are primarily laid out exactly the same. Structurally, there's not a whole lot of difference, very similar. What separates the two of them is primarily the material that these supporting components are made out of. So in V2 here, we've gone to an injection molded material rather than the 3D printed material. This is good because although the 3D printing material that Little Guy Racing Parts used in previous versions was great, the quality was great, had a tendency to crack and break. The new injection molded is going to give you more flex in these supporting components. It's going to be less prone to breakage. Now, if you have a V1 like this here, Little Guy Racing Parts has made these supporting components in the injection molded material available to purchase. So you don't need to buy a whole new frame to get this set up. You can piece it together as you want. If you want to upgrade these, if you break the printed ones, you can buy the molded ones as you go. Some of the pieces are a little different. If we look at this, we can see the battery tray up front is more minimalistic in the new version. I'm gonna start swapping components over. I'm taking most of the components from my V1 version here. I am upgrading the axle. So I've got the new V2 Super 8 axles. These are gorgeous looking axles. I had the V1 nylon versions on my previous setup here, going with these V2s. This is an anodized black aluminum housing. It's got kind of this satin black finish. It looks very sharp. Some of the differences on these, if you can see, our steering linkage is different. So we've got kind of this angled steering linkage here. It's gonna help us with clearance. You come up against a rock and you hit that, it's gonna deflect much better than the solid version that we had prior. Some of the biggest changes on these are kind of the integration of some of the technology from the Spider 9s and the Super 4s as well. So we get the new Spider 9 style knuckles on here, which I have upgraded to brass. So I've got these brass knuckles that they now make available. These are compatible with their scale brake rotor kit. So I'm running the R1 Concepts kit on this. That does not come with the axles. It is an add-on, but you do get the hardware to install this. Inside here, we still utilize the worm gear and worm screw. Stock SCX24 gears will fit inside this housing. It comes with gears, axle shafts already pre-installed. You get the larger diameter axle stubs on here, very similar to the Spider 9s. They've got a great steering angle on here. I'm excited to see how they operate, but look at that angle on there. One thing with these knuckles, so Little Guy Racing Parts is moving more and more towards proprietary technology with their components. So with the V1s, you could use aftermarket and other SCX24 knuckles on here. You cannot with these. So you're gonna have to use the Little Guy Racing Parts brass knuckles and upgrades. These axles do not come with these supporting components like the servo mount and the rear link riser. So these are gonna be add-ons that you're gonna have to pick up. For the link riser here, I'm just using this Endura multi-position rear link riser here. Thankfully, these bolt right up, so you can use aftermarket or stock components for these rear link risers and your servo mount. I'm running the Little Guy Racing Parts servo mount because I have a bunch of them on hand, but again, this is compatible with other SCX24 servo mounts on here. But just be mindful, you will need to pick those up in addition to the axles. All right guys, here's the final setup here. So I got my wheels and tires on here, switched it up a little bit, went with these Innovate beadlock wheels, the licensed beadlock wheels, wrapped them in the claw hammer tires, Enduro silicone inserts in there. Was gonna keep the 1552s with the black labels, which are probably my favorite tire, but wanted to switch it up a little bit because I think this looks really good with the Brawler body on here. That gunmetal gray goes really well with the gunmetal paint on here and the blacked out frame now. So this is looking really sharp, super clean underneath. I love how the injection molded parts look and all this blacked out look compared to the silver. That kind of satin silver from the previous version looks really nice, but man, that black is super sharp. Get a little peek at the R1 concepts, brake rotors and stuff in there. Super cool. I love that scale detail and the licensing on those as well. The MR24 transmission, I opted to bump my gear ratio down, so I went with the 15% underdrive in here, because I feel with the Micro Komodo, it's got plenty of power. I don't need any overdrive, so it's pretty much good to go. Kept my same limiting strap up front. Little Guy Racing Parts shocks, tremor servo. This is a great truck. I mean, this is the same platform that I took to Simi Valley when I went to the Little Guy Racing Parts meetup in California, and this thing did amazing. So it's a tough, versatile, and capable truck. So it's pretty much done. So I'm gonna button it up and put the body on it, and then we can go run it and see how it does. Looks like Mother Nature had other plans. I'm gonna have to clear off my rock course and make do with the snowy section in the backyard here. All right, out here in the backyard, at least the snow stopped, but it's cold and everything's covered. But let's see what we can do. This thing looks great out here. Last time I really ran this thing was in California at Flanagan's. Take me back. I want to go back. I'm tired of the snow and it's only middle of January. We still got a long ways to go. But super stoked with how this build came out. I love this chassis anyway. And I'm happy to have the injection molded parts. It's going to make a big difference for longevity, I think. They look super clean on there, so I like it. I like what they've done here. I'm happy to have it all blacked out. I think this comes in a blue finish now too, so you've got some color options with the V2 as well. Just gonna do a couple passes here, and then Axel and I are gonna run the SCX30s out here. We got a bunch of 30 stuff to do, but itching to get this out now that I got it completed. Doing surprisingly well out on these snowy rocks. A lot of the gaps are filled in by snow, but those claw hammers are doing pretty good out here in these suboptimal conditions.
Making a snowman. The Katen's trying to make a snowman. Yeah, this ain't doing good. For it to be super snowy.
Yeah?
Yeah, look how fast it's going over these rocks.
I got some competition here.
Some
Competition out on the course. Oh, my shock fell off.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Your screw came off.
Oh, that's a bummer.
No, your screw's still in it. Wait.
All right, guys, wish I'd gotten more time to run this on some real rocks, but the weather did not cooperate. Nonetheless, I had a lot of fun building this kit. This is one of my favorite comp style chassis kits, or LCG chassis kits. Super easy to put together. Everything fits great. The fit and finish on it is excellent. It's one of the things that I love about Little Guy Racing Parts is the blend of aesthetic appeal and then functionality, and you get that in this chassis kit. I dig the versatility of this and all of the features in the chassis with the modular shock towers, the ways that you can add different bodies onto it. So Little Guy Racing Parts is really making this their exclusive chassis kit to work with all of their supporting components. So their bodies, the Brawler body, the X Factor, the R Factor, all those are gonna mount right up. So you can easily change the look of your truck. Performance out of this kit is great. I'd like to see an angled skid on this though. It's still utilizing the flat skid on here, which I guess if you're gonna do a competition with it, having a flat skid lets you do class 1. It doesn't exempt you from those rules, but in the age of high angled skids, it'd be nice to have a little more clearance underneath there. But overall, a great option for a new build, or if you want to overhaul an old SCX24 and start fresh, this is a nice premium chassis kit. Now the guys have kept this priced at $99.99 for the complete kit as you see it here. I will put a link in the description down below for this. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below as well. What do you think of the Little Guy Racing Parts Comp Chassis Kit V2? Have you tried one of these yet? And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.